Yo, what's good, YouTube? As you can see, I'm in the new place now, so that's why I didn't upload the last day or two. So just moved out, got a new place, and sorry if it sounds a little echoey in here, because I don't really have any carpet. I mean, I have a rug, but I don't have any carpet or anything to soak up the noise. So if it's a little echoey, just bear with me here. But with that being said, today's video is 3 truths about getting ripped that no one will tell you. The things I go over in this video some of the things I go over in this video might surprise you. So make sure you watch to the end. Make sure you're not, getting led down the wrong path or anything like that. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So getting ripped does not equate to happiness directly. That's a key point. Key word there, directly. Okay. Unless your physique is the sole purpose of you not feeling confident, then getting ripped will 100% help. Like if for example, you don't even want to go out because you're just so self-conscious about how you look, like how your physique looks, which I don't judge. I was actually there at one point. I was super skinny. I was like 130 pounds, 5'10", just absolute rail. So I've been there, but for me, building the physique was definitely something that helped build my confidence and overall happiness, but it wasn't the main thing. It was the things that came along with building the physique, and I'm going to go over that here in this video. The truth is that what I found is what I've found through my own experience and working with clients is that working towards getting ripped is almost, if not more fulfilling than actually getting ripped. Once you start seeing the results come in, you see the scale move every single week, more and more veins start to show up. You're getting striations in places you never seen striations in before. I know for me, I started seeing veins and striations in my shoulders. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to stop. So once you start getting a little bit of a small taste of the results, that is honestly the most addicting thing ever. And that's for me, when I started getting those results, that is when that I became obsessed with working out and trying to just improve my physique. Just because seeing those results just felt so good. I just started making a bunch of sacrifices, and then things just started compounding. And next thing you know, I'm at where I'm at now. I'm not where I want to be, but I just absolutely love the process and seeing improvements over time. But again, get me wrong. It's still much better to be ripped and unhappy than fat and depressed. But the chances are, if you're ripped, you will be less unhappy. Does that make sense? So if you're ripped and unhappy, you'll be more happy. You'd be more happy than if you were fat and unhappy. Hopefully that makes sense. Being ripped can definitely help, but in a lot of cases, it's not the sole contributing factor to someone's overall happiness and well-being. So people will treat you, however, what I did find as well is that people will definitely treat you with more respect, and therefore it can indirectly make you feel happier as well. When you start getting big and getting results, people are coming up to you in the gym, asking you what you're doing, asking for advice, things like that, saying you're looking jacked or whatever. Just getting those compliments, and then just feeling like people respect you more. People will hold the door for you. They'll look up when you walk by. It's just different. You just kind of have a different aura. Once you get big, ripped, get muscles, and just because I think the confidence that's radiating off of you, when you build a muscle. But again, it's just the things that come with being ripped that can equate to happiness, not being ripped directly. So yes, it's the perks that come along with being ripped that can contribute to overall well-being more than actually being ripped. So just make sure you understand that. So indirectly, being ripped can make you happy, but it's not the sole contributing factor. So it takes much longer than you think. Okay. So without the proper guidance, it can take years and years. For me, I didn't have a coach, no one to look up to get in shape. I literally just had to do a bunch of trial and error stuff, and it took me years and years to get where I'm at. I think if I was going to restart and had the knowledge I had now, I could probably do it in about maybe half the time, honestly. Maybe 2/3 the time, roughly. So much quicker. However, if you do have the right guidance, you can definitely fast track your results by more than half. I'd say in some cases, depending on what your goals are and where you're at right now, in 3 to 6 months. I've seen people go from lose 40 pounds in 5-6 months and get their six-pack showing when just a few months ago they were obese. It happens. It can happen. As long as you have the right guidance and accountability and you're doing the daily activities that get you closer to that goal, You can absolutely achieve the results very quickly. But as far as like building muscle goes and like getting jacked, there's no way around that. That's going to take years. But you can lose fat pretty quick. But building muscle, no, you cannot build muscle super fast. Naturally, that is. If you take a fucking bunch of peptides and gear and shit, yeah, you can get jacked really fucking quick. If you haven't even been working out, but don't don't start taking PEDs if you didn't even don't start taking PEDs if you haven't even started working out yet. But that's a topic for a whole nother video, honestly. That should go without saying as well. Don't take PEDs too early. Don't get discouraged if you aren't seeing progress after a few weeks. Yeah, this is a really hard one, really hard, tough pill for a lot of people to swallow because they see these people on social media. They see like their fame, the amount of money they're getting, the attention they're getting. People say, "I want that. I want to be like them. I want to be like Sam Sulek or Chris Bumstead." But they just didn't see the last fucking, I don't know, years and years it took them to get to where they're at right now. So they think it's a quick fix. And that's the problem with society. People just want shit like instantly. It's not like that. Anything worth having is going to take years and years to actually get. If it was super quick and there was quick fixes, man, everyone would be ripped. So plateaus are normal and a part of the process, okay? So if you plateau, don't get discouraged, don't fall back into your old habits and go back to square one. There are ways around plateaus. They are very easy to overcome unless you've been working out seriously for six to 7 years already. Actually, I shouldn't even put that arbitrary time frame there because in a lot of cases, people will claim they're working out seriously for 6 to 7 years, but they don't even look like they lift. So if that's the case, then you're just doing something wrong. Like, you should absolutely look like you work out if you've been doing it properly and seriously for 6 to 7 years. I don't care who you are, what your genetics are. Like, you will have undeniable results if you've been doing things properly and seriously, consistently for 6 to 7 years. So you have to make the process sustainable or else you'll quit. And if you can't implement it into your current lifestyle, then you'll quit as well. At no point will you just wake up one day and be ripped all of a sudden. Dude, oh my God, this pisses me off. Sometimes people will say, I don't know if I should listen to you. I don't want to be as big as you. As if the habits that I do are any different from getting from getting from step 1 to step 2. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is that I just keep progressing and I keep putting in more and more effort. But the fundamentals stay the same. Like progressive overload, focus on compound lifts, track your macros, make sure you get a lot of sleep. Like those things all stay the same. You're not going to just wake up one day and be ripped. Like it's people, and like another thing, like girls will say, I'll hear girls say like, "Oh, I don't want to get too big." As if you're just going to wake up one day and all of a sudden be too big. It's a very slow and steady progress. So if you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm definitely happy with my physique, you can just literally just maintain that. It's so easy to maintain that. You don't have to keep progressing forever if you're happy. If you don't want to get too big, you don't have to keep progressing forever. You can just maintain. It actually bothers me when people say that they don't want to get too big, or they're like, oh, I don't know, like like they just don't understand, man. You're not going to just fucking copy what I do every single day and just look like me the next day. It just does not work like that. Anyways, that's a side tangent. That actually pisses me off. So, yes, find patience. Yeah, you need to have patience, which the way I define patience really is just finding, quote unquote, something else to do in the meantime. In this case, you would just be going to the gym, eating your meals, getting your sleep would all just be a part of your daily routine. So, like, you're just going through your average routine, just, going on about life, and then over time, you just start seeing results from your hard work. Like, it's just something that kind of accumulates over a long period of time and compounds as you keep putting in those efforts, those reps, those inputs, etc. So, and the reason I say, make sure you check all the boxes and then quote unquote forget about it is because sometimes like I just go to the gym. I just still like progressive overload, get all my meals in, and I just don't even think about it. Like I'm just so focused on, trying to work, other things in life that I don't even really focus on working out like crazy, which might sound kind of surprising, but it's just like a part of my life. Like I don't think about it. I just do it. So But, and then, okay, last one. This one, I mean, I'm sure maybe it's common knowledge at this point, but girls don't like muscles as much as you think, okay? Don't get me wrong, 99% of girls, from what I've seen, like my experience, talking to other people, and just, just seeing my own observations, girls prefer a ripped physique over a fat physique, without a doubt. I mean, unless the girl is fat herself, then she's going to say she prefers a fat physique, but come on, we all know that's not the case. She just doesn't want to feel insecure. Anyways, so yes, but a vast majority of cases, vast majority of girls will prefer a toned, like a toned and like athletic physique, the most. Like they don't want to see like a fucking massive bodybuilder or like someone at 5-6% body fat. In a lot of cases, they won't want to see that. Okay, but I mean, so don't do it for the girls because they don't care as much as you think. And actually, kind of a side note, if you are doing it for just to get girls, man, you could have the quote unquote perfect physique for a vast majority of girls in just a few months. Like their standards are not like as high as yours are, or like someone else who's like trying to be, get ripped or like huge or anything. Like their standards are not crazy like ours. So keep that in mind. Like if you just want to do it for girls, one, I don't necessarily recommend that. You're kind of doing it for the wrong reasons, but honestly, if it's going to get you in the gym, it's going to get you in the gym. But yeah, you could literally achieve the quote unquote perfect physique that females find attractive in just a few months. So it's not, the standards aren't too high. And I promise you, the competition is not that high either. There is, I think like 3/4 of Americans, or yeah, at least in the US, Americans are overweight. So man, if you just stay consistent for a couple months, you're way ahead of the competition, man, if you're trying to do it for girls. So again, yeah, not that you should get ripped or try to get in shape for girls in the first place. But back to my other point, if it gets you in the gym, it gets you in the gym. That's really what it comes down to. That's what matters the most. So and I will say I was guilty of this. When I started working out seriously when I was 18, all I wanted to do was pull hose. Like people, like my friends were, they all had like, maybe they don't have girlfriends, but they were like hooking up with girls, and I was like, man, what is it? And I thought it was because of my physique. Like they weren't like big or anything, but they had like just normal like athletic bodies. Like they were like into sports and stuff. Like I mean, maybe that helps. But then I started to get bigger, and then come to find out, they don't care about as much about the physique, but more so the confidence that you build as you build up your physique. So, when you get more confident in your body, people can sense that. Okay, you have a different aura. Like someone who's fat and just super out of shape, feels like shit, they're gonna have a completely different aura than someone who's like shredded and cut, energetic, confident. Like it's just gonna be completely different. And it's just, and girls' subconscious, or not even the subconscious, but girls can pick up on that. So again, it's not directly about the physique, it's what the physique brings mentally. Yeah, with that being said, guys, these are 3 truths about getting ripped that no one else is going to tell you, so I'm just here to spit the facts for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you check out the rest of my content for more stuff like this. And I am taking on some new clients as we get closer to summer here for coaching. So if you guys need help getting into the best shape of your life, now is the exact time to start. What is it? Around 3 months-ish till summer. So, dude, you can get your 6-pack showing by summer easily. This is the perfect time to start. So with that being said, if anyone needs guidance or anything like that, there's a calendar link in the description. So if you want to set up a call with me, we can chat about that. Or if you just have like a basic question or something, you can leave it down in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram because I get back to everyone. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.